Ross Brawn doesn't look confident. Who'll have the upper hand? It's so close. They're side by side. Alonso has the inside line. Michael has to yield. But Montoya has already lost it. It relieves the tension for some, but not others. He's all over the back of the Honda. The McLarens battle each other, but there's mayhem further back. He's doing it again. This time he's perfected it at Villeneuve's expense. Unbelievable. Second-placed Kimi Raikkonen is out of the race. If he looks closely, race leader Alonso may catch a glimpse of Raikkonen relaxing in the harbour. A bird's-eye view of what could have been a very nasty accident. But someone's got problems. Massa has to brake suddenly. It's Alonso. Unbelievable. His engine fails him. The race disappears in smoke for Fernando. Could his championship be going the same way?
We just need to wait till the very end.
Too late. Or is it? Second-placed Alonso cannot believe what he sees. The Ferrari is trailing smoke from a dying engine. His last engine failure was in France 2000. Just when both championships had been in his grasp, the situation has been turned upside down. Going into turn one, has Alonso done it? There's contact, and Alonso takes to the gravel. Narrowly missing Hamilton and Raikkonen, and he's going to have to watch Kubica behind. But going round Ralph would have been better than running into him. Oh, he's got off, and Kubica hits the wall. It's a huge accident. Now he's right up behind Alonso. He makes the most of the long straight to relieve the reigning champion of sixth. It's a massive achievement, but it can't quite surpass that of Lewis Hamilton, who takes his first F1 win at only his sixth Grand Prix. Qualifying got underway, but visibility was a real problem, as Hamilton found out. Despite a scare from Raikkonen, Lewis slammed his car on pole. That's got him. But no, he's back for more. It's looking good at the moment. But no, he's slowing. Impossible. That's 4 places lost already. How can this be happening? It's the worst possible time for a gearbox issue. The pressure was off new Toyota driver Timo Glock. Temporarily. Bourdais had been on course for an excellent 4th place finish until his car let him down with only 2 laps to go. Gutted. But no, a momentary lapse. And 8 places were lost before turn 1. Both Raikkonen and Kovalainen struggled and had ground to make up into turn 1. While Fisichella hardly even touched the ground. A gearbox problem stopped Sutil's car running, so he decided he'd try and run the track instead. His technique could do with some work, though. But he'd already lost his lead, and then he just lost it completely. And Rosberg too. Incredible. Lap 25, and most of the field had already pitted. Kovalainen and Piquet were debating 3rd and 4th. Heikki barely gave Piquet an inch. Mark Webber wasn't flying, but his mechanic certainly was. His caution confused his team, but if he was taking 4th, he made absolutely sure of his move. Nakajima and Coulthard negotiated 12th place. Badly. Massa tried to avoid him and got in a spin. Sutil tried to avoid him and crashed. A tap from Rosberg reaffirmed his crash love affair with Kazuki for one last time. Hamilton snatched back 5th with just seconds remaining. After almost 30 hours of racing in 2008, the title was won in the final few seconds. He still hadn't improved on that running technique since Montreal last year. The stage was set for a cracking race. But not for Barrichello. Vettel was keeping it together, but his car was coming apart. All eyes were on the local boy.
You beauty! That is P1 in Brazil, dude!
Now you see him, now you don't. Chantok had only managed 4 time laps over the whole weekend. Liuzzi caused chaos ahead. Lewis nearly lost it on his new slicks. There was nothing between them. Literally. Liuzzi started an excellent 5th, but 3 didn't go into 1, and contact was made with Massa. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Both drivers headed to the pits and came out at the back of the field. And his dad was over the moon. He pushed the Ferraris to the maximum. But contact with Massa was not part of the plot.
Stop and get out, it's on fire.
It certainly was. Kubica leapfrogged Webber while the second Renault was flying into the barrier. But with just a handful of laps to go, it was sayonara to Nico. It might have been the cool-down lap, but his gestures were hot-headed, to say the least.